Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will have the football first. Gives it on the option. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Jarvis. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. The 30, the 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Jarvis. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The Cornhuskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Tyson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jarvis. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Huskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cornhuskers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Jarvis. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got a man. It's Tyson. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw, it's Jarvis. Now he's going to break the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets... Down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Gunderson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Kansas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides the back on the option to give. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick step and go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow.
Turning on the Jets! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Grab behind the line. It's Barney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the... yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Going up top again. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're... him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Now on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes out with a play like that.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field, he just did it. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This crowd... have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Markway. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working, and if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Husker! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Makes the grab. It's Gunderson. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. It's a running room. Touchdown, Nebraska. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. The sure hands, it's Williamson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Got his man to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. He's in open space downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Another incompletion on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. They'll give it to Johnson.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to the ground game on the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.